I'm sick and I'm tired. Ow. I'm using front camera and I never use front camera and the angle's weird. Like, why is my hand like close to the camera but it's actually really far away? I don't understand how that works. Oh, the headaches are coming back. I'm so ill. I need to start posting again. Because I'm at kind of like a talking point. I was thinking about breaking point, but I've not broke yet. But I am feeling a bit more talkative. A lot on my mind. Whoa. Sorry, I just realised my lips aren't that dry anymore. They were dry. They've healed miraculously. In the like 3... Ow, moved my head too fast. In like 3 sips. Liquid hydration packet. Ow! Sorry, that's my own fault. I keep turning my head. My lips are always dry. Hopefully the skin comes back. Sorry, I'm just yapping, but I have the flu. Quite bad, actually. The like fever part has kind of gone down. I'm still kind of hot, but it's going down. Just try and stay hydrated. I don't know why I'm awake right now. My alarm's gonna wake me up in 3 hours. 4 hours. That's good. Got an extra hour. I don't like how this camera works. So I'm looking at myself in the camera clearly, but there's the camera. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I need to post more, talk more. Things are kind of crazy right now. Life's a bit strange. Which is interesting. I'll play. If life's a game, I'll gamble a little. Take my chances. I don't know. I might be going insane. This might all be the flu though. I don't know. Been thinking really weird things recently. Okay, not recently. I mean like in the past 2 days with flu brain. I kind of got into my brain. I was like, what if our brains are like AI? And they're gonna like wake up and realize that they're brains and they're gonna take over. And I was like, am I the one who's talking and making decisions right now? Like me as in like soul, personality, or is that my brain? You know, like is the brain the person sitting in the chair controlling the vessel? Or the robot, the character, I don't know, whatever you'd call it. And is that person me? Am I that person? Or is it the same? Or does the brain not know it's the brain? And will it ever realize it's the brain? Food for thought. Probably not important. Anyway. Oh, the headache went away. Oh, it's probably not a good idea doing this. It was like a motion thing, which it still kind of is, but now it's in the eyes. It's right here. Whereas before it was actually, ow, no, it is back here, never mind. It's here, 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 and right here, like in the corner. Maybe around the brow? No, maybe like here. I don't know, I feel like it's forming a circle and it's creeping slowly back into the middle. Whereas before it was just everything. I can't tell if this is making me crazy or if it's just like, oh, I don't like how the camera works, or if it's improving my madness, you know? It's making me sharper. I think if I have the flu, I might just be delusional, actually. Ow! It hurts when I blink. If I just won't blink. I can do that for a bit anyway. Ow, no, it hurts my move too. Maybe the blinking wasn't too big of a deal. I'll blink again. Oh, I need to drink more liquid IV. That's what I was meant to do like half an hour to an hour ago. It's really late, but I was like, you have to drink this. Clearly I've done a bit of a good job actually if my lips are healing up. And fast too. We'll see. Over and out. I'm back because which one of y'all was it that lied? We only use 10% of our brains. So apparently that's not true. I guess I did watch that stupid drug movie when I was quite young, and so I was like, oh. But I hear a lot of other people mention that, and I heard that today when I was talking about this. So crazy behavior. Apparently we only know how 10% of our brain functions, but we use 100% of our brain because there's always parts of the brain working at different times. So like it's always being used. I just don't think it's all being used at once ever. But the fact that we can only know 10% of how our brain functions is crazy. Like, that's so scary to me. Like, what do you mean? I just think that's crazy though, especially with the whole propagandizing thing. Just about how susceptible we are to being fed propaganda. Like with that TikTok, with the lion thing. Where the guy was like, here's myths that you've heard, not true, but haha, you believe them. To then be like, actually, I did it to you. But I'm thinking about the first part, and the things that like people genuinely every day believe are true. That aren't true, and have been proven they aren't true. But you only know that through going and finding knowledge. And this is something else I was thinking about today, was how I was watching the Social Network for the first time actually, and it was good. But I was just thinking about Facebook as a whole. I also promptly afterwards deleted my Facebook account. It actually wasn't really related. I just remembered that Facebook existed and that I don't use it and don't want that there ever. So I did that, but I was thinking about how back in the day, or even like now, just like when you want to know something, you just Google it, right? And again, everyone says this, like you have to check sources, like not everything's true, like you can read something, like it also depends where you get things from. But I'm thinking like Google, like you Google something. Well now, if you Google something, it comes up with an AI thing at the start, which first of all, I didn't ask for that. Second of all, it's not always true. And I only know this when it's something I'm asking for, like I'm asking about something that I already know at least a little bit about, I'll be able to clock it and be like, that AI is wrong, which AI is often wrong. It pieces together tidbits of information that it recognises in capacity of each other, but not necessarily always in the right order of things. Yeah. For example, I was asking earlier about one of the characters in the social network. The character played by, I can't remember her name, so I don't want to even try. But the one who played Mark Zuckerberg's ex-girlfriend, the one he broke up with. I was trying to figure out like what she was doing now, because I was like, Queen, like, I hope you're having a great life. And I saw from like an actual like credited website that, or maybe I saw it on the trivia, I can't remember, but I read it in multiple sources, and it was saying how her name like wasn't real, like the character's name in the film wasn't real, and they changed it so she wouldn't get as much attention. And in that, I was trying to ask like, oh, what was the name of his girlfriend, or where is she now? But anyway, the AI thing was like, oh, she's this blah 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 real person, but it had the name from the film. And I was like, well, I already know that's not true. But if I didn't know that, then I would have taken that as fact. And that's what's crazy to me. It's crazy how like anything you go to search up now might not always be true, because there's actually a lot of things that I think about having learned from like googling things or searching things on the internet that I've later in life found out was like not true, or like wasn't entirely true, or something like that. And so that's crazy to me. And I actually was thinking about it, and I was like, I actually can't trust any knowledge source to be fact, like, unless I really do my work. And I did realize that today, in the last few days, that when I've been doing stuff, I've been googling stuff a lot more. Like, as soon as if I have questions, blah blah blah, instantly. And then that's why I'm awake at this kind of time, because I'm going through rabbit holes of like information, looking and looking, because I don't know, things just fascinate me. But yeah, I just really feel like I can't trust the internet for information anymore. Which, so again, don't take anything I'm saying as fact. I don't know, read a book. That's where I'm at, where I'm like, if I want to know more about a topic, specifically anything scientific, non-fiction, I need to be reading books, which is difficult because it's hard to like think, oh, I'm just gonna Google this, read an article, you know, something. But to really have in-depth knowledge, I think reading's the only way. I mean, you could listen to a podcast or a TED talk, but there's something about not trusting the word of like humans, which is crazy, because I guess we're meant to, you know, trust people and have trust like for people, like that connection is something we're supposed to look for. But I actually prefer text more, I guess, in a book, like an actual form that's in front of me, because it's detached from media and from screens. It just feels like it's protected in a way, which is probably not. I mean, like, the same thing that's on a website, you could take and put in a book. Like, it doesn't really mean much. But something in my brain just clicks a little bit when it comes to text on paper. I actually think I'm going crazy. I've not been like this in a while. And in a while, I mean like years. We might be talking like 5 years here. And think it's been 5 years since COVID, and It's kind of on the rise right now. I mean, not on the rise, but like it's spiking along with flu in areas, or at least around here. I just have the flu though. Never had COVID. And I'm not going to. I hope so anyway. Definitely don't have a cough, as you can see, so I am fine. There is definitely something going on though. Just in everything. Does anybody else feel like the air is just like different? Like the world is just different. It feels very strange. I'm feeling good though, surprisingly. I mean, despite how ill I feel right now, the fact that I feel like I can't breathe, my head hurts, I'm hot, everything hurts. In my brain, I mean, under the headache, the part in the inside, I feel it's not hope, but it's not excitement, it's something else. Something I can't put a word to. But I feel something. I guess feeling something's fine. This is another thing, language, words. Not having the word for something. Maybe I should read a dictionary. Maybe that should be my first step. Anyway, I said earlier I was gonna go. I should go, but the thing is, as soon as I put down the camera, I start Googling, because every time I think of one thing, it fires off like 10 other questions. I now have 3.5 hours to sleep, if I sleep now. We'll see. We'll see.